Welcome! What's up? Today we're going to explore some new COROS training plans. We had a little bit of snow the other day here in Matsumoto, but the airport has cleared the 10k course, so we can have a little bit of a run around the airport, which is amazing. The city could learn a thing or two from this. Okay, so we're here to train and we're doing a new COROS training plan. So COROS posted 4 all-new training plans that focus on using the effort pace. For those who are not familiar yet with effort pace, COROS introduced it late 2022. They plan to replace running power with it, a metric that had been in use as well by other companies. However, with effort pace, they put in more data and they put out a number that's a little bit more understandable for the average Joe out there. They'll give you the pace that you exert. When you're going uphill, of course, you won't be going as fast if you're putting out the same effort. As well as going downhill, you can go faster while having the same effort. But then, COROS changes that into what your pace is. So it helps quite a bit for uphills when you're thinking like, oh yeah, I'm going at the same effort, while you're actually pushing yourself way harder than you should be doing. Or when you're going downhill and you could actually push yourself a little bit more. So yeah, it is a nice tool to keep you going. Now, if you also own the COROS Pod 2, it will also use the data from there and it will make it even more accurate. Now, the 4 new training plans are focused on 2 parts of running, the VO2 max and threshold. For both of them, they have a beginner and an advanced option. The difference between the beginner and advanced is mainly duration. So for example, for the threshold pace, you have a beginner version that's about 30 minutes and the advanced is 70 minutes. So depending on how much time you have, how many times a week you want to train speed, you might want to choose the beginner or the advanced one. I would say, like, if you're truly a beginning person at running, don't go for the advanced one. But if you are a little bit more of a seasoned runner, you could still opt for the beginner training if you plan to do more than 1 time a week speed training. I would not recommend the advanced one for multiple times a week. That's my personal thought that I had afterwards. Now we're running here, of course. Really nice little course, especially now with snow left and right. It's just crazy. But what I did notice in the beginning, you have a 15-minute warm-up. I'll actually show you the training plan here. So the training plan here for threshold development, by the way, if you're in the app and you download the training plans for COROS, they will be called Advanced VO2 Max Development and Advanced Threshold Development. Change the name, because if advanced or beginner is in front of the name will be too long to be displayed on the watch, and they haven't done it so yet that the name gets carouseled around basically. So you only see advanced ... So you don't know whether choosing the VO2 max or the threshold. So change it into B or A VO2 max and then B A threshold, because then you'll also be able to see the difference between beginner and advanced, which I haven't done here yet because I've only added the advanced ones, but would definitely recommend changing the name, shortening the start and making it very easy to read. They might change it in a future update so that you don't have to do that, but for now definitely change the name. So we'll go here into the threshold development. You go in here, they have a little bit of a description here at the top. 3-set pyramid interval with 5-minute rest in between each set. Progressively build up to the given intensity and pace yourself accordingly. Aim for an RPE, a rate of perceived exertion, 6 out of 10 or 7 out of 10. Have fun. So you start up with the warm-up there, 15 minutes for aerobic endurance. You can see the pace there. This is the calculated effort pace. Now, of course, if you're running at flat or if you're looking at just the baseline, that is your pace. That's what they recommend you. But of course, when you're going uphill, downhill, the actual pace will change, but your effort pace should remain between those boundaries. and you'll get little notifications when you do go above or under. And I've noticed that in between as well, they'll keep you a little bit up to date whether you're still within the boundary, and you'll get a little notification, and if the letters are blue, then you're good to go. And if they're red, you need to change your pace. So then you go down, you have your first set here. So the first run is 15 minutes in the advanced one at a threshold pace, as you can see over there. That's already a pace that I don't often run personally, so it's a good way of training your pace as well. Then you have the aerobic endurance again for 5 minutes, going back to an easier pace. Then it will go into a 10-minute above threshold pace, so it'll take you a little bit higher even, followed again with aerobic endurance. And lastly, it will have another set of threshold and aerobic endurance, after which it will give you a cooldown, which is completely open in time. It does say there an aerobic endurance pace. I didn't run during this time, I just did stretches and such, which is, I guess, also a possibility. But you can also have a little bit of an easy run afterwards. If you are thinking about getting into these new effort-paced training plans, I would definitely recommend to do so. Why? It improves the system as well, right? COROS is collecting data and it's using data to improve the data it's giving. So the more you use it, the better the system gets. That's one I would say. And if you're not sure whether you need to take the advanced one or the beginner one, I would say it like this. Experiencing the advanced one today, I would say the advanced one is nice for once a week, once every 2 weeks for me. But if I'd want to do more speed sessions, I would want to do a beginner session, because you still get that speed training, but because of the longer time that you actually do the training, the less you have to recover from, so the more often you can do it. And they often say, like, the more you can do something, the better you can get at it. So being able to keep running every single day, it's pretty good. Don't do speed runs every single day though. Yeah, of course. Thanks for the new training plans. I'll try the VO2 next time. Alright. See you next video. Let's go look at this. That's awesome. Alright. Time to go home. Take a bath. Oh yeah. I've got a warm bath right from Japanese baths. Amazing. You can schedule your bath to be warm by the time you get back. Luxury. Alright. Well, have a good day and see you in the next video. Not slipping and sliding, just dancing. Alright. Pretty cool.